Hello, this is Scotty McCoy. I am the author of the Ultimate Friday the 13th Trivia book, and I am doing another book titled The Ultimate Slasher Movie Encyclopedia. And I am interviewing the cast and crew of the Friday the 13th franchise, and I currently have on the phone with me C.J. Graham, and he played the iconic and legendary Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. Hi, C.J., how you doing?
Scotty, thank you for inviting me. I'm glad to be here.
No problem. I'm very glad that we were able to set something up. I'm really stoked about this. So the first question I got for you is, did you have an audition for the role of Jason, and if so, how did it go?
Actually, I did. I had to go down and meet with Frank Mancuso Jr. from Paramount Studios and Tom McLaughlin, the writer-director, and Michael Nomad, who was the stunt coordinator, to try to coordinate if I had the physical size and structure, but more importantly, that I could do the stunts that were required, because it was both an acting role and a stunt role combined into one.
Okay. That's awesome. So, how did you get your start in doing stunts?
That's the big billion-dollar question. It's funny, Scotty, because a good friend of mine, Kane Hodder, who played Jason in 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yep.
he just found out about a year and a half ago when we were doing a panel that I had never been to stunt school or done a stunt in my life until I did the Jason Part 6.
Oh my God.
And Kane was flabbergasted when I got asked the question about a stunt school. I said, well, I didn't go to stunt school. And Kane jumped in and goes, what do you mean you didn't go to school? I said, I never went to school. I just stepped on stage and did what I was told, and everything worked out.
Wow.
So, with that being said, I never went to stunt school. I was in my mid-20s. I believe I was, when you say the word Jason, taking part 1 out of it, I believe I was the youngest Jason. I was about 28 and physically fit, and I felt really confident working with Michael Nomad, the stunt coordinator, that I could deliver what they needed.
That's
So,
awesome.
again, when you're, young, you think you can do anything, and you can't be broke.
That's awesome, and it's basically set your career right there. And you must, even though you didn't have any of the, I guess you could say, educational training, you are an amazing stunt man. I mean, you did amazing in Part 6.
Thank you. I think, going back to, I spent 4 years in the Army, and so physically and taking orders, I was very good at it. It's what I was used to.
Right.
And Michael Nomad was very clear about everything I would feel when I did the burn gig, when I was 20 feet underwater, breathing off regulators, physically chained down to the bottom of a pool.
Right.
And so everything we did, he walked me through it. And then, of course, not only was Michael Nomad the stunt coordinator making sure I was comfortable, Tom McLaughlin, the writer-director, would talk me through how he wanted the character to appear on camera emotionally. He didn't want a robot, yet he wanted some curiosity factors. And I'm hoping that I was able to deliver 30 years later from what I hear from our fans.
Exactly, and I think you are one of the best Jasons that is in the franchise. I mean, you and Kane Hodder are my top 2 favorites.
And I'm very grateful you said that, because, Kane and I are good friends, and, Kane will tell you the story that, and it's a true story, because Kane has set it up on stage, that I was originally scripted for Part 7.
Right.
And I was good with that, but Kane really wanted the part, and since he had worked with the director before, the director and Kane got the part. But I will tell you, to be fair, Kane did a great job in 7, 8, 9, and 10, and he has been a great, just a great ambassador for the Friday the 13th series.
Right.
And I couldn't have done what Kane has done over the last 25 years out there every weekend, pushing the series and pushing the Comic Cons and the horror conventions and traveled the world. So my hat's off to Kane Hodder, because I think he's one of the reasons, that the iconic image is such a hot ticket.
Exactly, and if you can even do me a favor, maybe, would you be able to ask Kane if you'd be willing to do a 10 to 15-minute interview with me?
Sure, I'll reach out to Kane. I have his personal contact. And
awesome.
I more than happily reach out and give the information. I can't promise you anything, but
that's fine. Yeah, because I know he's extremely busy. But yeah, you can give him my email or even my phone number or anything really, and that'll mean so much to me. Thank you. And then I know we spoke about this one a little earlier, but how was the fire scene in the water that you did with Tom Matthews? How was that filmed?
It was filmed at the living size pool. There was a 4-foot pool, and he got into the middle of it. You know, the boat. Once the boat was set on fire, he was just, sitting on the boat, and he threw the chain over me. We reshot that where he threw the chain over me, but I was already set on fire. And then what I would do is just launch myself out of the water as high as I could go, and land on top of him. And the boat would just automatically separate, and he would just go down as I would until we disappeared. And then, of course, you got to cut, and then you go to another angle, POV, so it looks as though, it's complete depth as we're sinking down to the bottom of the lake.
Right. So were you wearing, any, protective gear underneath your whole costume?
When we did the fire gig with myself and Tommy Matthews, they put a race car driver fire retardant suit on me first, a very thin one, and then put the wardrobe over the top of that. And that allowed me to have my back all gelled up, to light up, and not burn through. It gives you a time frame before you're burning through everything. And then I would just step into the flames, set myself on fire, and take a few steps forward and start the fight.
To hear the rest of my interview with C.J. Graham, who played Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives, you can order the Ultimate Slasher Movie Encyclopedia. To find out when the Ultimate Slasher Movie Encyclopedia is for sale, you can like my Facebook fan page at www.facebook.com/smccoyauthor.